So on this play, guys, we're going to be looking at the play called bench, and I'm going to introduce a new route combination that I've been using lately that's really something that I like. So you can use this route combination a lot of different ways in different formations, but it really does a good job in this formation because of where people are aligned. So what we're going to do is we're going to go to the wide side of the field, and I'm going to put the X on a drag, B on a fade, block my running back, put the Y on a curl, and motion him to the right. So it's going to end up looking like this. And the reason why we're doing this is a simple high-low with the X and the A. But with that curl that's on the Y receiver on the numbers, what you're going to notice is that that guy is going to hold the cloud flat closer to the line of scrimmage because he's going to jump it, giving you the opportunity of hitting the A behind it. Now, typically speaking, the B, the A, and the X can work the way it is. But with the cloud flat, against all coverages, especially against your cover threes or whatnot, if you can get the cloud flat to stay where you want him to, that's what the Y does. You're going to have the ability to throw it underneath easier and over the top easier because you're taking away the floating aspect of that cloud flat. Is he going to go a little bit higher? Is he going to go a little bit lower? You keep him at that one spot, you're going to be able to time your passes a lot better. So watch this here. You're going to watch the Y is going to get that play here to stop. We're going to be able to throw it to this A receiver, and you're going to be able to catch that ball on the sidelines. I was kind of dancing a little bit in the pocket because I had a little bit of pressure. It wasn't as clean, but I want to make sure I at least see it from this aspect over here. So you can see this guy's going to stop right on the numbers. See how he holds that player. Okay, when we holds that player, we're going to know that we're going to have the ability to either throw it underneath to this underneath receiver or throw it over the top. See how he's still on that player right there? Because of that, he did get off of him for a second, but he's going to come back. Watch. See how it comes back? Because of that, we're going to be able to throw it to this guy, knowing that we're going to get that play out of the play. He's not going to be as wide as he normally would be, and that's what really makes this a lot easier for us because he's coming up and he's short. We're going to throw it over his head, but also still have the ability to throw it to the underneath route. So again, this was cover 2, right? So I'm just going to this time do it with a deep blue, just kind of show you, the zones don't change. So X on the drag, Y on the curl. Move the Y over, block your running back, and put the B on a fade, okay? Now we're going to target the X receiver against cover 2. You're going to see that he's going to get underneath, and we're going to be able to throw it to him, get our 5 to 6 yards, right? That's the dump-off pass in case the user wants to go over to the right-hand side. Let's go to cover 3 just to show you that against cloud flats, you're going to be good to go again. B on the fade, block your running back, Y on the curl, X on the drag, move the Y over. And make sure you go ahead and run it this way. And then you're going to see again that guy's going to jump the Y. And you're going to be able to throw it to this X or this A route depending on how much time you have. That's how I stepped up the pocket through to the A. If I didn't have enough time, I would have just thrown it right underneath to the drag. As you can see here, the drag is going to be open because that guy's going to hold that player. Watch. Holds him, holds him, holds him. So at this point, you've got 2 options. You've got the corner route and you've got the drag route. That guy is holding there. The reason why we put that player on this route combination is just to make sure that we know where he's going to stay to be able to throw this ball. Obviously, I had enough time, so I went and threw it over the guy's head. You can see how we're able to throw it there. And this is without having your cornerbacks in the deep deep halves, right? So if somebody's doing cover 3 and they're doing it in deep halves where you got those cornerbacks inverted, what's going to end up happening is this is going to get up a little bit more open just because of the fact that we're driving him more towards the middle of the field. In that case, you can definitely put the B on a streak if you see that a lot, and that guy is going to get a little bit closer to the sidelines. And that way you give yourself a little bit more on the A. So just read your defender. If you see that he's doing more of the deep halves, then you're going to want to drive him more to the middle of the field, giving you the opportunity to hit this A. See how we're driving him more that way? And now we're throwing it to that side, and you're going to have that easy corner route. So just keep that in mind as you run this. We'll go and show you hard flats now just to make sure that you see that you should expect a hard flats to get open even more just because there's no reason for this Y route in a hard flat situation because he's not going to do anything. The only thing that's going to do is it's going to have the guy go down to the X, leaving the A open. This is a hard flat killer no matter what. It's a flood concept to the outside. You're going to see that you're going to be able to throw it to that player. So it's really going to be something that you're going to have success with no matter what. On that play, I'll show you here on the outside, you got your flood concept. The only reason why, if you look here, This guy goes all the way there. We didn't really wait too long. We threw this right away, only because there was somebody in my face, right? If I would have waited a little bit longer, that guy would have had a lot more opportunity. Unfortunately, in this game, you know that there's eyes in the back of their head. So that guy who's covering the player down the field, you know, in this instance, we could have went for a one-play score opportunity, just because of the fact that that guy was playing low. But we chose to go outside just for the sake of the video, to show you can throw it there. So if you wait a little bit longer, he's going to be a little bit more open. If you want to and say, you know what, I got to step on this guy, let me go ahead and wait it out and try to throw it over the top, you can do as well. But in this instance, knowing that that corner beats both cloud flats and hard flats, I'm going to go and take my chances on throwing it to that corner each time, just because it's an easier read.